wait for some people to get in. Freaking Walking Dead Destinies music playing in the background. It's like epic music waiting for people to get in. It's funny. Anybody who's getting in, I'm just waiting for some people to get in, then I have something to explain real quick. Give it another 3 minutes, wait for some more people to get in. My live chat's on, right? Yeah. Okay. Just figured I'd make sure for anyone who gets in. I mean, my live chat's never been off, I don't think, but you never be too careful. So I guess I'm just gonna wait here a minute. Surprising, I would have figured a few people would have been in by now. I'll give it another minute here or two. Might even extend the waiting because I figured more people would be in by now. I am doing the Q&A, granted, and the gaming, obviously. Doing it a bit early, but that's because I was sent home early. So weird. I would have sworn that some people would have been in by now. Like I said, I'll give it another minute or two. I want some people to get in before I explain. I don't want them to miss out. Okay. Hey, Sweet Kazark. Just giving you another minute or two, waiting for some more people to get in. And then I'll explain what we're doing. Hello. I'm just giving it a minute or two, wait for more people to get in. You probably could tell from the music. Oh, while we're on it, Tommy, are you almost done with the intro? I know you said something about it yesterday, giving you a few hours. I looked back on the message since there was a bunch of messages and I was gaming. I didn't get a chance to ask you. All right, well, take your time, figure it out. All right, so now that we've got a decent few people in here, let me explain what we're doing. So as a vote yesterday, you guys recommended I do the gaming first and then my Saturday Q&A. So I'm going to spruce it together. And we're going to do the gaming first for a bit over an hour this time. And then I'm going to turn off the game and we'll do the Q&A. So the stream's going to be over 2 hours, which is definitely something new. I've never streamed over an hour on any channel ever, but we're going to do it. Hi, King Devin. I don't know if you just caught what I said, but I'm doing the gaming first as a vote yesterday and then a Q&A. So this stream's going to be over 2 hours long. I hope you guys enjoyed the video yesterday. So let's cover yesterday, shall we? Because I feel that that's, nice way to recap. Just like a story of mine. So yesterday, when we were on Destinies, we got into the beginning, saw Rick's face, and everybody was making fun of his name. Got to use a bat, which was nice. Took out 4 walkers at the same time, pulling a Madison from Fear the Walking Dead. Got to see some of the voice actors return into the game, like Glenn, T-Dog, maybe Michael Rooker for Merle. And you guys voted Merle live instead of T-Dog. I was going to save the what-ifs for, when I was done doing the original story, see what they did, in the game. But you guys voted Merle, so I had to pick it. So today, we left off with playing as Shane at the Atlanta camp and using an axe, which brought out the real monster in Shane. So we're going to be gaming here, getting into the second stream playthrough of Destinies, and then we are getting into the Q&A. So without further ado, let's dive into part 2 of Destinies. Let's friggin' do this thing. I'm hype, honestly. Let's friggin' do this. Hopefully it's... Yeah, it says continue. I think it's saved. I think it auto-saves. That's what I was looking about whenever we ended the stream yesterday. And I'm also getting rid of that what if Glenn was buff idea. I saved the what if Negan joined the Reapers, but that Glenn buff, after I saved it, I'm like, nah, that's way too silly. I could not think of a proper story that I could do that. So, sorry. But I at least saved what if Negan joined the Reapers. So, that's a thing. But now we're going to get into this. Okay, can you load? Oh, so, okay. All right. So it saved, basically, it didn't save where I was over there. But it saved to where it left off. I'm going to use the axe because the crowbar, I like the crowbar, but, what was I going to say? The fire axe just really brings out Shane more. Let's look at his face. Okay, that just looks silly. It looks all right, but the way it's looking, it's Shane looks so derpy. All right, we got skill points. All right, is that it? All right, we're going to go ahead and be on our way. Shit. I didn't want to do that. Nice, fine. Can I? No, I can't go that way. I have to go across the bridge.
Carl would like this place. Maybe we could catch some frogs.
It's funny. That's funny he mentions they bring so much back. Oh, I didn't save the skills that I did, freaking yesterday. I think I'll do a vote here, also. This is the third vote I've done since I started this. Whose skills should I upgrade first? I have 42 skill points. T-Dog's out of the equation since he was cuffed. But who should I do? You guys vote. I think you can do up to 3 characters with the skill points. That's what I did yesterday. So like 3 or 4, something like that. So it's up to you guys. We got Carl, Lori, Carol, Dale, Daryl, Rick, Shane, Merle, and Glenn. So 3 to 4 people you guys can choose from. T-Dog's obviously out because we cuffed him. That's so weird, though. So 3 to 4 people. Okay, Rick's the first pick, so that's number 1.
Hey, this will come in handy. That's gonna be great. Hey, this will come in handy. That's gonna be great.
Shit.
Hey, this will come in handy. That's gonna be great.
Oh, crap. I unlocked way more skills than I thought I would be able to with Rick, and I only have 7 skill points now. So Shane, Rick, and Daryl, I might only be able to do a little bit with Shane, and I won't even be able to do Daryl. So, okay. I guess we're doing that.
That's gonna be great.
Okay, Shane, please shut up.
Hey, this will come in handy. Hey, this will come in handy.
Shane, my dude, you gotta be quiet. All right, so I unlocked all of Rick, half of Shane, and now 1 of Daryl. So now that we got the skill points for now out of the way until I get more, we're gonna stop for now. We're gonna get on with the story. Okay, I just like jumped down or something. Okay, I already been here before. We know what to do here. Watch this. That is so awesome, though, how he does that. Ah, shut up. Freaking growl at me all you want, man. It's not going to save your life. Come on. Thank you. Okay, this is where we left off. What's this? A bat? Okay, should I use the bat for Shane? Or should I use the fire axe? I mean, I already used the bat for Rick. It's just I feel like the axe is more like Shane style. But I could use the bat too. Imagine Shane with Lucille. One vote so far. Am I doing the X? I think I am. Yeah. No one else is voting, so I'll just go with the axe. It's more Shane, really. Yeah, I figured you guys would pick that. Oh, here's the bunch of walkers. See, it's nice that I get to, like, see, it's nice that I get to take on this many walkers. Like, when I did it with Rick and I began to fight the walkers, like, by the tank, I thought I could take them all, but apparently they can't hurt you unless you, like, grapple with them, like that little grapple emotion. Other than that, they can't hurt you. So if you do it like really quickly, you can beat them if they're in a big group like this. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Whoa. That was crazy.
Me. Go!
Take this!
Away from me!
Shane is going balls to the wall crazy. What's this? Another crowbar? Like,
Better watch my step around these walkers.
really, Shane? You're scared of walkers? Then why did you bust open the barn?
Out of here!
If you were really scared of walkers. That just makes Shane a little bit of a coward right there. Pick up fruits.
Need more of that.
Pick up flash grenade? Neat. Boom! Whoa. Get over here! Get off of me! See, when they only hurt you when they grapple with you. Other than that, they can't do nothing. And the reason I'm taking so much time to fight the walkers is because, well, I want to.
95.
13 skill points, hot dang. Get over here.
Let me go!
This is going to become a trend during the game, so just be wary of that.
Away from me!
You done? Yeah, that is Shane for you right there. Anyone else? No? Good. I didn't think so. So I think you go that way? Yeah, that's where the walkers are. So we're going to look for other stuff real quick. I would do more skill points, but considering the fact that I only have 13 and that's the only, like, I used most of it, like, for all of Rick and for half of Shane and one for Daryl, I'm going to wait on skill points for the moment. We'll get more eventually. What's this? Bottle? Cool. Well, the stream will be open for 2 hours, so well, see you later, man. Pick up bottle? Yeah, how about no?
Need to find more.
I just took out 2 at once. Get off of me!
Get off of me!
All right, let's take a little bit of these pain meds.
Take the edge off.
Pick up item.
Great.
9 skill points. Man, it gives you a lot of skill points. I'm actually... hot dang. Can you break this? Oh, you gotta climb this. Another crowbar. That's like 3 crowbars since I've been with Shane. What is this game's fascination with crowbars? Like, really?
Fine. I'll take that.
Okay, medicine. All right. There's the bottle. Yeah, I'm just exploring my horizons, seeing what I can see, you know? All right, let's move on here.
Oh, great.
5 skill points. So far it says you gotta find food for the group, and we've just found fruit. So let's just hope that can find some more here pretty soon. To me, it seemed like whenever we meet with the group, they already had food. So this has to be like earlier than whenever we saw them in the show. Okay, I'm not seeing anything yet. So
back just yet. Need to find some food for the camp.
Wait a minute. Did it just make me go one big circle?
Can't go back just yet.
And I've only found 2 out of 7 food things for the group. You're telling me I gotta look for more? Okay, I think it has something to do with those fruit trees. Maybe I gotta look for more fruit around the fruit trees.
Oh.
Okay, that's easy enough. All right, let's keep our eyes peeled for more of those fruit trees. The yellow ones, let's keep our eyes peeled. Come on. Can you climb, please? Shane, you're an expert and a frigging mass killer, and you're awesome. I'm pretty sure climbing should be way like below you, you know? I say climb, and climbing makes you above someone. All right, so you found 3 out of 7. So we gotta find more fruit trees. Pick up fruits. That's 4 out of 7. All right. So the rest should be around this general area, I would have to say. Could be wrong. Just gonna keep going around looking. Has to be in this general area. I looked everywhere else. Pretty sure.
I'll take that. Thanks.
5 out of 7. Okay.
Got it.
6 out of 7. Has to be one of these. No? Where's the 7th one? Has to be around here somewhere. Is it one of these? No. All this for fruit? Good grief. Oh, here's the number 7. We did it! Find a way back to camp. Jesus, this game really loves to give Shane crowbars for some reason. I like the axe way more for Shane. Heck, the bat would have even done better than that crowbar. Because seriously, who would have loved to see Shane with Lucille?
But I did everything I could, didn't I? Sorry, brother.
No, you didn't. You left him to die. I get that you
The
didn't.
only thing that matters is Lori and Carl now.
I get you probably couldn't do anything, but like, for what it's worth, you could have stayed and helped him.
Lori, it's Shane. Heading back to camp now.
And what makes this worse for Shane is the fact that his entrance into this game had to start with him, like, you know, kissing Lori and everything like that. That's kind of how he was into the... He wasn't even... See, he got a better introduction in the show being Rick's friend. But in the game, it introduces him by kissing Lori. That's just... You know what I'm saying? Who looks better in this game so far, would you have to say? Shane or Rick? Here we go. Hey, it's Dale! Rick, Merle, and Glenn.
Rick?
Dad!
And there's Carl.
Carl. Lori. Thank God.
Thought you were dead. Shane said.
And of course Shane said it.
Lori, we need to talk about...
No, Shane, we don't. From now on, my family is off limits to you.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like her voice actor. Yeah, that has to be Sarah Wayne. That's her name, right? Sarah Wayne Collins or something like that? It's something like that. But yeah, Rick definitely looks like... Shane looks kind of better than Rick here. Optional. Get to know the survivors. Get to the mission table. Okay. Do I have the bat on me still, or does it not allow you to have the weapons whenever you're in the camp? Probably not. It doesn't even allow you to have more than one weapon. It just gives you one at a time. That's kind of dumb if you ask me. I actually want to look around the camp. I want to see, like, if...
Time to meet the new neighbors, I guess.
I want to see if everybody is here. Where's the mission table? That over there? That yellow table? All right, we're going to talk to everybody first. I want to see who... I want to see who all is here.
Are you kidding me?
Merle and
Give me a
Dale.
break.
Dale? Wait, oh! Look at this! Look at this! It's giving you an ending! That's so cool, though. Okay, let's read this. And I'm also going to fix the camera angle so you guys can see, like, both ends. Like, both characters. Yeah, I had a feeling someone would mention that. All right, there we go. All right, let's look at this. Group conflict. Merle and Dale. Dale is shaking in anger and apprehension as he approaches Merle. That's very out of character for Dale. So that's who we are now. We just abandon our own people, and you, he spits out. I know you had something to do with this. Merle just smiles at Dale. Who, me? What makes you say that, old man River? You and T were always button heads, growls Dale. Guess you finally got him out of the way. Well, you're not going to get rid of me so easily. Huh. So Dale is like totally different than the show. Huh. So now here's what we have to do. Defend Merle by explaining this was an accident, or defuse the situation, but back Dale up. Which one should I do? Defend Merle or defuse the situation and back Dale up? I'll give it a minute. So that's 3. Yeah, everyone's saying diffuse. It's funny. Everyone did that with the last episode too, like diffusing and getting T-Dog up on the roof. All right. That's what you guys want.
Give me a break.
Okay. Is that it? Okay. Well, that was underwhelming.
Not like the world wasn't a shit show anyway.
Okay, that
Guns are just gonna draw more walkers. You need to keep quiet. Back with your family. Well, will you look at that? Back with your family.
Can I talk to Merle?
Will you look at that?
Okay, apparently not. Oh, I can't.
Little Merle here. Best choice you have made.
Hold up. Let me go back. Is that it? Okay, I can't talk with Merle anymore. That's so weird. Daryl, for one thing, his voice is just so in this game, for one thing. And for another, Daryl should be way more happy considering the fact that Merle is actually around. And Dale, man, his character's so different because of T not being there. That's so weird. Okay, now we're gonna go talk to the other people. Hey, it's Sophia!
Hi, I'm Sophia.
Okay.
Are we safe?
Sure, kid. We're totally safe. It's not like
I
a...
need to be brave.
Yeah, okay, you need to be brave, so just run off and get bit whenever Rick tells you to stay put.
I can help with that laundry if you'd like. I knew we'd have to cut someone loose sooner or later.
We need to go on a run. Let's check out the map over on that table.
I knew we'd have to cut someone loose sooner or later.
Okay. Is that it? So Ed is nowhere to be seen. All right. Now we're going to go talk to Carl.
Sometimes I feel like there's nothing to hope for.
I wanted to talk to Carl, not you, Lori.
My family always comes first.
Dude, I'm not talking to you.
We've got good people here.
Shut up! I want to talk to my kid. Holy frick.
I'm afraid, like, all the time.
Thank you.
Dad, I thought I'd never see you again.
Carl's son's black hair, but at least they got Lori's original voice actor. But God, like, woman, when I'm talking to my kid, keep your trap shut. Don't look at me like that.
You want to know the best way to survive the end of the world? Deliver pizzas. Seriously.
How is that safe? Seriously. Okay.
Oh, man. Still can't believe this is happening.
Nothing's happening, dude. Why do all of you have a problem? Wow. Okay. Why do all of you have a problem? There's Dale.
Dave, nice to meet you.
Well, now he sounds in a better mood.
Never got a chance to tell you what I'm even doing here. I'm here because of my wife, Irma. It's not just walkers we need to worry about. What's the use of surviving this, losing our humanity?
Where's Amy and Andrea?
It's never wrong to try and talk sense into people.
So they're just like non-existent. Okay. Is that all the people? I think so. Wait, is this the table? Okay, open mission table.
On the supply room.
Choose an expedition. All right. Okay. Between a rock and a hard place. Daryl saw a few walkers roaming in the forest and wants to lead a group to clear them. He says a small group can clean up the area around the camp in no time. Expedition success is determined by a decision made during the main mission. Okay. Go on an evening patrol to make sure the camp is safe. Okay. I guess let's do it. But seriously though, Lori needs to shut her trap sometimes. Lori and Rick reunite following his miraculous return from the dead, leaving Shane crestfallen. Oh, boo-hoo! As Rick adapts to his new life, he quickly emerges as a natural leader of the group, a role that Shane had previously assumed. Yeah, key word there, assumed. But things can change quickly in this new reality. Come on. Load! Don't you guys just love whenever games take forever to load? Also, apparently we're going to finally be able to use Rick's revolver, so that'll be nice. Should have been able to use that in the city. All right, let's do this. Episode 5, Overrun. walkers.
Lori.
Okay. Yeah, the stream's early because I got off early, and we're also going to be doing Q&A directly after the gameplay. So you actually get to be in the Q&A like you thought. Oh, okay. So you get to, oh, so now you get to use 2 weapons at once. The whatever melee weapon
Check the safety.
and your gun. He said check the safety, yet Andrea is not here. Isn't that kind of funny? Because that's exactly what he told her. Rick.
Rick, we need you.
Yeah, I know. I know you need me, Lori.
Yes, I do.
Okay. SHIT has gone sideways. The stragglers led us to a big herd. Now we're pinned down by the quarry. Might need some backup. Stay put. We'll send help. Fight your way out. Okay.
Let me go.
Don't you dare touch me!
Better conserve ammo. It won't last forever.
Would you look at that?
Lock and load.
Rick, help!
Okay. Did it just show the Walking Dead Destinies at the bottom of where the captions are? That's just funny. Expedition success? Okay. I thought I would have played as Daryl with the... Okay, that confuses me.
Rick, over here!
Now I gotta go save Lori, apparently. Could I just ignore that?
Right up ahead.
Rick, help! Help!
Line 'em up. Get off of me.
I just missed both of those shots.
Wait, off me.
Now die!
Boil it. Let me go.
Now get up!
Get out of here.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, this aim accuracy is pathetic.
On my way. Get off of me.
And was that a machete? Do I get to be season 5 Machete Rick in season 1? Oh, I'm gonna have a blast with this.
Lori, are you okay? Get to the RV. Jackpot.
Okay. Escort Lori to the RV. Pick up homemade grenade. Aren't we technically at the...
I'll take that, thanks. Got it. This helps. I'll take that, thanks.
You're gonna wait.
Get off me! Need to reload. Let me go!
Get off! Oh my god, this aim accuracy! Did I just let Lori die? Oh well. I'm just kidding. We're gonna have to do that again. I'm gonna have to like hold back my urge to fight the walkers. I mean, if Lori's dead, does it really matter? Ah.
I gotta get back. Check the safety. I need my gun.
Oh my god, this aim accuracy! It's like you gotta stand, like, still. Dang it.
Rick, we need you.
I know! Okay, you need to get out of here, Daryl. Okay, this time we gotta protect Lori. As much as, you know, many of us would not want to.
Finders of keepers. Jackpot.
Rick, help.
Okay, Lori, I get it.
So, what happened?
Rick, over here.
All right, I get it. I'll save Lori.
You're right up ahead.
Things I put up with.
Rick, help.
Dude, be quiet!
Lori, are you okay? Get to the RV. More ammo's always welcome.
Where is the RV? There are several RVs around here, and you mean to tell me that... Oh my god. Come on, move, 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 move. Are you telling me one of these are the RV?
Get out of here!
Oh my god.
Get out of here!
Okay, I'll fight the walkers, but I gotta watch out for Lori. That's what it comes down to. Okay, is this it? No. Why doesn't it show a health bar for Lori? Now get in there.
Carl, you have to find him.
Dad! Help! I'm over here!
Carl, do me a favor.
Coming.
Shut up for a second.
Get off of me!
Because I want to look for that shotgun.
Get out of here!
Yeah, that's a good question. Where is Shane? You know, he cares about Lori and Carl so much, yet he can't be around to help me. Stupid. Give me that machete.
Let's go.
Thank you. Now where's that Now where's that shotgun?
On my way! Next punch.
Thank you. Now where's Carl?
Get off them!
Carlita!
Me! On my way!
Where was he though?
Never! Get away from me!
I thought he'd wait from an area. Like, dude. We should. Yeah, there isn't an option to save Sophia. And, you know, many people thought that that's what we would get. But no. Yeah, save Otis Susan in the game, yet somehow Carl got shot.
I gotta get back.
I gotta do this all over again? I gotta stand still, otherwise this aim accuracy doesn't work. Oh, really? Okay.
Rick, we need you.
Okay, I know where Lori is, but where's Carl?
Blood's boiling.
So I know what to do with Lori, but what about Carl?
If you say so.
And I mean, as much as I want to save them, I want to get those items too. Will I even be able to after I save Carl? Or do I have to really freaking just save them both and I get none of the items? Where is Carl, though?
Rick, over here.
Yes, I know, Lori. Like, dude.
You're right up ahead.
No! I would have never guessed that.
Lori, are you okay? Get to the RV.
Yeah, get to the RV, but where is Carl?
Lock and load.
Rick, it's Carl. You have to find him.
Dad!
Get away from me! Stay put. I'm coming.
But where is Carl? Carl! No, I gotta say it like Rick. Carl! Carl! There you are, Carlita. Get off my kid!
Away from me! Get out of here!
Get off my kid, you rat! Next time, Carl, that bat is gonna go towards your face. Why? I don't know. Come on, we gotta go this way because these walkers want to be stupid. Don't you get hit. Oh my god. Leave him alone!
Get off them! Get off of me! Oh no! Get off of me! Hang on! Please, go! Get off them!
It is how I would sound, though. Frickin' walkers? Get in the RV and stay in there. Now do I get to pick? Oh, really? You're not even...
It won't start.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How did I not get bit? Oh, I actually do?
We're attacking the RV!
Really?
It's flooded. Got me some time. I'll get it started.
Got it.
The RV's taking a beating. Hurry.
Hold on, before I save the RV, I got a little bit of time, so I'm gonna pick up some stuff. I'm gonna use the axe instead of... No, I'm gonna stick with the machete.
Hurry.
Oh, I didn't want the axe!
They're gonna get in! Get them away, Dad!
I'm doing my best!
Away, Dad!
Carl, shut up. Like, dude, I get the point.
I'm not getting away from me!
They're gonna break in. Do something, Rick.
I just did!
Got it. Let's go.
Sorry if I'm getting annoyed, but some of the stuff in this game, like, am I even going to be able to keep half of that? Good. Get to the pickup truck. Yeah, how about you give me a second so I can get all this stuff?
Got it.
Whew! Jesus!
Boy.
Get off of me!
Now I'm going to fight the walkers. As soon as I get everything else. Should I use Rick's revolver, or I know I've probably like given you guys like several freaking choices here, but should I use the I'm gonna get that machete back, but should I use Rick's revolver or the shotgun?
I need to take the edge off.
Got it.
Should I pick up the revolver and use that, or should I keep using the shotgun? Given our second or two. Revolver seems to be the only choice, so I'm just going to go with that. Just as long as it stays good. Now I need to get that machete. Where is it? I want that dang machete. I know I picked it up.
Badgers, keepers. Let's go.
Do I actually have it this time? Thank you. Now I'm going to effectively kill the walkers like I wanted to in the frickin' first place.
More ammo's always welcome.
Yeah, it is more welcome. Yeah, we missed out on a lot of characters. I mean a lot. This game was rushed, but for what they did, it was decent. It is decent so far. It's just very few and far in between, like, little bugs that the game has. Now,
Badgers, keepers.
I'll take that. Thank you. I'm just trying to get every item I can because, as I said, I'm trying to explore everything the game has to offer. And that means trying to get everything the game has to offer. Let's throw this grenade at him, shall we? As soon as it lets me. Okay, that did jack. You don't stab with the machete. Oh my god, you swing down with it. Now I might as well just go with that bat. I'm sticking with the bat for Rick. Because I actually used Lucille, and it was so cool. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They should either make a sequel to the game or just make DLC for it. That's what I'm saying.
Got it.
All right, shall we take care of all these millions of walkers? I say yes. This time I'm actually going to do it. Rather than, you know, not get to, like with the tank. Come on! Any more? No? Good. All right, you walkers want to play? Let's play. Oh my god. You like have to stand still. I have plenty of ammo.
Out of ammo.
Come on, come at me. What's over here? A crowbar? No, thank you. Did I just kill like 2 or 3 at once? Wouldn't be the first time. Shoot 2 heads with 1 bullet? Nice. Yeah, it didn't even explain who shot Carl if it wasn't noticed. Yep, it did not. I'm unlocking on a lot of achievements. Finish Act 1. Neat. Wish there was better aim on that gun. And the fact that Lori and Carl just couldn't keep their mouths shut for 2 seconds so I could concentrate. But that was alright. Getting to use Rick's revolver finally. It was just a random hunter? Oh, so that's what Otis is now. A random hunter. Yeah, but they didn't even add Tomas or any of the other prisoners. Andrew, they probably only put in because he caused the deaths of T-Dog and Lori. But even so, the other prisoners mattered. They only put in the characters I think that mattered. Either that, or they just didn't care and they rushed the game. Or both. Roadside. Okay. Hold up. Okay. Don't tell. Wait. Don't tell me we just skipped the Vatos gang, Dr. Jenner, Jackie, Jim. We just skipped to the highway? No.
You ain't tough enough, you die. Simple as that. What can I do for you, sunshine?
What you can do for me is not be rude.
Ain't nothing or no one taking me out without a fight. Hey, boy, they almost had us by the short and curlies, didn't they?
Hi, Daryl.
People here have done right by me. We're good.
See, that's how Daryl should be talking.
Need to go hunting. Find us some food.
Well, ain't this some bitch?
One place as good as the next.
Okay, I'm going to talk to everybody, and then, you know, I'm going to use the skill tree now. Forgot T isn't there because, you know, he got handcuffed.
This will come in handy.
All right, so you guys said Rick, Shane, and Daryl first. So that's who we're gonna do. Rick and Shane are maxed out. Yeah, apparently the CDC and the Vatos gang are skipped.
This will come in handy.
Great. Great.
So I only have 12 skill points and it's 13. All right, so Daryl only has one more thing with his skill points, but other than that, there is Carl, Lori, Carol, Dale, Glenn, and Merle. Whose skill points should I do next? I have enough to do a few others. Daryl, I only have one more to do. Oh, Ren's begging me to do Carl. Give it a second. Yeah, apparently we're doing Carl just because of Ren, but it's cool. It's cool.
Great. Great.
Okay, so we can't do him anymore. All right. Who next? Dale, Lori, Carol, or Glenn or Merle? Who should I do? Because I can't do Carl's last one. Okay.
This will come in handy. This will come in handy.
All right, and for the last one, I'll just choose Dale.
This will come in handy.
Can you choose who you play as? Or does it just happen? Apparently you can save Dale if you kill Rick, but we're not at that part yet. All right, so who do I talk to now? Okay, Carol and Sophia?
I wish I could take a bath.
I was going for Carol, Sophia. Thank you.
I don't want to be scared all the time. I'm going to take care of Mommy.
Oh, yeah, sure. You're going to take care of your mother, and then you're going to run off in the woods and then get bit whenever Rick tries to save your life! Jesus.
Where did they come from? I thought we were safe.
Yeah, you ain't ever safe, kid.
Will we ever get to stop running?
Oh, so you have to, like, talk a few times before... Okay. Is that it? Yeah, it doesn't even acknowledge Dale getting bit. It actually lets him live, and then they just kill him off. Lori? Oh, more resolved conflict.
I think you should know about this.
Stop blaming me.
Oh, what now? Lori is having a heated, whispered conversation with Shane. You told me that my husband was dead, she says, her voice raising. Shane's head rocks from side to side, unsure how to respond in a way Lori would understand, or in a way that would allow her to forgive him. The place was overrun, he finally says, pleading with her. There was no way he could have. No way. You can tell that to the frogs, Lori replies coldly. Now, what should I do here? Should I defend Shane, or should I support Lori? I love how everyone's just going for Shane. Yeah. You know what? We're going to. Screw you, Lori.
Give me a break.
Okay. That was it?
Is this what life is now? Always on the run?
Yeah, that is what life is now. You ain't used to that yet?
We should be thankful we're still alive.
I wish people would stop treating me like a kid.
You are a kid!
What do we do now?
Nothing, I guess? What do you want me to say?
But being a star athlete or a tough guy, that shit don't matter no more. Only thing that matters is the people you love.
Okay.
It's a ragtag group, but I keep them in line.
Yeah, sure, you keep them in line. Yet you died in season 2 and Rick's still alive. Yeah, but you just keep on telling yourself that until we see each other in a frickin' field.
Everyone around here shares responsibilities. I'll make sure of that.
Dude, I'm right here. Stop acting like you're the leader. What a scumbag.
We couldn't have children, but we were happy. For a while. Then she got cancer. Not that we were less happy, of course. Just things were hard.
Imagine if Dale had a kid, and that's actually a scenario. What if Negan had a kid? What if Dale had a kid? What if Shane had a kid? Those are all scenarios I'm going to be doing for the future.
We're family now. We have to look after one another.
Yeah, thanks for the vote of confidence. What's your name, Dale? No.
My parents gave me a hard time before all this. Said I wasn't living up to my full potential. But slinging pies taught me the ins and outs of the whole city.
Pies? I thought you delivered pizzas. Make up your mind, dude.
Just gotta get through the day.
Is
Just
that?
another beautiful day at the end of the world.
Well, then it really ain't that beautiful, is it, Glenn? Nah. You keep having that fun while you're thinking of it. Till you get your head bashed in by frickin' Negan. Oh, wait! That doesn't happen in this game! Okay, so I think that the highway scene and the fact we're about to start another mission, I think that that's where we're going to stop for today. Yeah, we're gonna stop right here for today. And that's where we're going. And, yeah, since we're done with that, you would think... Wait, hold on. 1 second. I'm going to switch my camera over, and then I got to charge my phone. So just give me a second, then we'll talk about, like, Q&A stuff and all that stuff. We're not going to get into it quite yet. I got to do some minor adjustments. It's also weird doing 2 streams at the same time, pretty much. Okay. So I'm going to try and get my phone, like, jingle-jangled on here. Okay. Okay. I think that's going to stay. Okay. So, before we get into it too much, hope you guys liked that playthrough for today. That is where we're going to stop for now. We did Shane playing with him. We got to resolve some group conflict and pick up Rick's revolver, skip the Vatos gang and the CDC, which is honestly kind of annoying, but I think that it was all good in the end for today's playthrough, and you'll see another stream tomorrow because, like I said, I'm doing this every day until I explore everything the game has to offer. Everything. But now, a new thing, especially since I got the Walking Dead Destinies, we're going to get into our original plans for Saturday, the Saturday Q&A. And it's weird doing 2 streams at once pretty much, so this stream is going to be over 2 hours. So most people won't even see this until late tomorrow. And that'll be when I'm doing another stream. But hope you guys liked today's playthrough. And now we're going to get into Q&A time. So let's get some ideas ready and dive right in. Now, like I said, I already have What If Negan Joined the Reapers, an idea from yesterday, but I canceled the What If Glenn Was Buff thing because it just sounded way too silly after I looked at it. But now, for exactly about an hour and a few minutes, we're going to dive in to the Q&A. So let's get some ideas. Remember, it could be for any show or movie-based franchise, just in case you guys happen to forget that. So let's go ahead and start. I'm going to write some extras since I only have 25 on the front of the paper. I know we're probably going to get more than that, most likely. So I'm going to prepare some extra numbers on my paper here. Because lately we've been getting like over 30 ideas per stream. All right, let's see what we got here. What if the Walking Dead characters had domain expansion? Domain expansion constructs the user's innate domain inside a barrier infused with their power. That's a little hard to think about, and I think overall hard to do. Because unless you are changing their character in another way, which I've done plenty of times, or something like that, yeah, that one seems too complicated to think about. What if the Vatos gang killed Glenn? I think I have that one saved already. Yeah. And if I don't, then it's probably because killing Glenn that early would make for a very hard story, especially when you're talking about a main character like that. What if the Vatos gang attacked the farm? I have what ifs regarding the Vatos gang, but that one simply... I just think it'd be better off with like expanding Randall's group and what was I gonna say? I've done What If the Vatos gang took Beth, and I'm gonna do a remake of that. But for going to the farm, I feel that it would be better with Randall and his group going to the farm, and I can't do that because we don't know barely anything about Randall's group. So, yeah. What if the Walking Dead characters had quirks from MHA? If they had powers, it would almost be like a Dragon Ball or Naruto ripoff. That would be very silly for a zombie apocalypse. That would change the fabric of the entire Walking Dead universe. Seems a little silly for a zombie apocalypse show. But all right. I'm also going to write like up to 40, just in case, because, you know, I, of course, don't know how many ideas we'll get for the stream, depending on what show or movie franchise that we're talking about. What if Rick was like Shane? So Rick was like how he was in season 5, season 1. So you're swapping the characters, personalities. I think that it would be best. That would be like What If Rick spared Shane, except much different. I feel that that's kind of like What If The Walking Dead was a dream, like what I told you guys, like Rick waking up in the hospital after that's kind of like what I plan on doing. What If The Walking Dead was a dream? Rick wakes up in the hospital after he seemingly blows up the bridge and it was all a dream. that's kind of going to explore that. What if The Walking Dead had infinite universes? Technically, it does. With all the Walking Dead what ifs I've done, Lighter Storm has done, other people have done, technically, we are making other universes. So that wish has already come true. Well, Maggie didn't go to the farm, the food bank, because no, she was still at the She was still at the church, but But Glenn didn't go to the food bank either, so I don't. You would have to swap characters around, and that's a little complicated to do. What if Rick went on his own to defeat the Saviors? Technically, he already did. What's it? In season 8, whenever he sees the Saviors on the road and Negan, that's whenever he gets him all alone and tries to kill him. So, yeah. What if Carnage was in The Walking Dead? I'll put that as a bonus in case I didn't save it, but I feel like I did. What if Jim killed Shane? Nah, Shane was much better than Jim, and Jim only had a shovel. So killing Shane is far out of the question. What if Shane and Rick both got shot? Well, then Lori, Carl, and most likely everybody would be dead. And Rick and Shane would be all alone. And people in Atlanta wouldn't be there to save them. But with Shane around, they most likely would have still survived. So I think I could do that. What if Shane became Sophia's dad? I think I have Shane and Carol getting together already saved. All right. So what's next? What if there were stronger variants? I feel that the variants coming into the final season, as I've said before, is much better because if the variants were in earlier stages, like they always evolved, everybody would have died a lot sooner. So it was for the best that the variants appeared at the end. What if Morales' family? See, when it comes to Morales and how weak his character was, there's not really a what if that I can do with him. He was just, his character didn't even mean much, even when they brought him back. What if Shane came back from the dead and started fighting Negan? Huh? What if Pope was the leader of the Saviors and Negan was the leader of the Reapers? Interesting. So all the people that were at the sanctuary would be Reapers. That would change everything a lot. Imagine Reaper Simon and all of them having all the combat expertise. Everyone that Negan would get, all the old Reapers, those would be like weak. Negan would just have them be around. They wouldn't even be that good. So the threat of the Reapers as a whole, or the Saviors rather, would be significantly more undermined. Maggie would have probably most likely killed Negan and all his like Savior Reaper kinds of deals, just based on how weak they would be. See, those are two people that you can swap because it kind of works. What if Dale and Andrea had a relationship? Yeah. See, I felt that weird in the comic books whenever they got together. I feel that Dale being like a father figure is much more fitting for Andrea than being in a relationship. The age difference just seems so off. It just seems very weird for Dale and Andrea to be in a relationship. Dale just seems too old to be involved with someone like Andrea. I'm back, guys. Well, hi. We're in the Q&A now. So, we've got two ideas for this stream so far. What if Shane and Rick were both shot, and what if Negan and Pope swapped? What if Rick was taken by the Saviors? I think I have that one saved already. And if I don't, I have what if Negan killed everyone except Rick? What if Dexter was one of the prisoners in the comics, was in the show? I think I have that. Yeah, I have that saved. Andrea was older in the show, I think, but still Dale was way old. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just feels so weird. What if Daryl turned evil and became a savior? I already have Daryl and Merle joining other groups, and one of them is the Saviors. So that explores that, except it's with Daryl and Merle together, not just Daryl. What if Herschel's family was cannibals? Dang. Well, I already have what if Herschel's family was crazy. So that kind of explores that already, but I'm not going to go into the cannibal thing and make that a separate what if, just based on the fact that the two what ifs would be like the same. I'm not going to include them cannibals in the what if that someone recommended me, what if Herschel's family was crazy, but it kind of explores the same idea. What if Lee and Clementine? Yeah, I don't play that game. I don't play the Telltale games. The only Walking Dead games I play is the Destinies game, because it's based off the actual show, and that's what got me into The Walking Dead, was the show. So, yeah. It's the only thing that interests me, really. It took me forever to even get into Fear the Walking Dead and the comics. And I only use the comics for just small nods. I already had what if Shane had a son, so that's already going to happen. Remember, guys, you don't have to just do The Walking Dead. You can do other show and movie franchises too. Either ones that I have done, like Marvel, Dragon Ball, Scream, Jigsaw, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, other stuff like that. But yeah, I'm just saying that as a whole, the Walking Dead ones, you guys really do good to do that stuff. But I'm just saying that it's not all you have to do. What if Leah was Daryl's sister? Well, then that would be really weird for them to get together. That would actually make a very significant twist. You know what? I can't believe I'm actually going to do this, but I'm doing what if Leah was Daryl's sister. Because then after we know that they, hooked up before Leah ran off, right after they hooked up and before Leah runs away, Leah just says, "You know that I'm your sister," or both of them figure it out or something. That would be such a crazy twist, though. Can you imagine? What if Sam from Scream was evil? I have What If Sam Was Ghostface already. That explores that. Speaking of which, what do you guys think they're going to do with Scream 7 now? Since Melissa, the actor for Sam, she's fired. Jenna Ortega apparently wanted a higher pay or couldn't go because of Wednesday season 2. And we don't know if Neve Campbell is going to come back because of that payment dispute. So unless they bring back like Stu Macher and maybe bring back Neve Campbell, what are they going to do with the Scream franchise besides possibly reboot it? And who even wants that? What if Gohan died during the Frieza saga? I have that saved. What if Rick had gotten bitten, but he was immune to dying, and instead Rick had the powers of walkers and was immune to gunshots that weren't towards his head? Interesting. What if Rick got bit and got walker powers? That'd be a really creative twist. See like a half walker Rick? That'd be really weird to see, also really cool. All right, so that's 5 ideas for the stream so far. I think the real reason Jenna left was because they fired Melissa. Who knows? Could be a mixture of different things. If Abraham, Eugene, and Rosita are headed to Washington and join the Madison family. That's a little far-fetched. Because from where they were, I don't think they would even make it that far. And Abraham, Eugene, and Rosita, I think their best bet would to meet the people in Rick's group wherever they would be. Because it just seems like, one, that would be where Eugene was taking them, because he was lying the whole time. So to go that far, it would be away from Washington, so Abraham and Rosita wouldn't even want them to go that far. You know? So, if anything, that would probably just make them angry at Eugene and just force him to go to the right way. What if Morgan returned and killed Alpha when she's off guard? I've had Morgan encounter Alpha in many scenarios. Like, actually a lot. And what if Eastman survived? Spoiler is going to include something along those lines. So I've included Morgan fighting Alpha plenty of stories. What if Merle wasn't Daryl's brother? I mean, I could do that, but at the same time, how would that work? Because it really seems far-fetched to make that happen. What if the governor made Merle kill Daryl in the fight pits? Well, technically, they were both supposed to fight to the death, and then they both betrayed, and, you know, what's it? They both betrayed the governor and what he thought they were going to do, and then fought against him, and that's when Rick and everybody showed up. And what if Daryl died instead of Merle, which is coming up here soon? That's going to be kind of exploring that idea. If Carl survived and instead of dying, left the Walking Dead and came back in Alpha Saga and killed Alpha. I have What If Carl survived as a story saved. It took me forever to think of a story centering Carl surviving. What it's going to be about, I'm not going to spoil anything yet, because that's like a while down the road before I do that. If Carl went to Africa. Like I said, I already have What If Carl survived, but I'm not going to spoil anything for it, because that would be telling. What if Rick went to Africa? Now, Rick going to Africa? What's so special about Africa in The Walking Dead? I don't think Africa has even been centered in The Walking Dead. It's like one of the very few places in The Walking Dead that hasn't been a prime center of context. Now Dale? Like, what is so special about Africa? There's nothing even, like, important about Africa in The Walking Dead. When was Africa mentioned at all in The Walking Dead? It hasn't been mentioned in The Walking Dead, Fear, Tales, The World Beyond, any of it. Okay, these Africa ones are just getting silly now. Like, maybe if it was actually more prime context and we knew more about what Africa had, maybe I could work with something, but none of the characters that we've seen in 12, 13 years of The Walking Dead have been centered for that story. North Korea is the same thing. We have not seen either of them be centered in The Walking Dead. So I can't do stories like that without context. Yeah, LOL. All right, so we got 5 so far for the stream. This is so weird, but what if Nah, I can't do that. I'm not going to do presidents in The Walking Dead, not only because it would create so much controversy, probably, but just because I don't think that putting the presidents... I would do real-life scenarios, like what if this president wasn't assassinated, or what if this president became, like, in this person's place? But I can't put him in The Walking Dead. That's just something I don't feel is right doing. What? What if Kim Jong? Who is that? What if Krillin killed Vegeta? I think I have that one saved, and if I don't, it's because I've already covered Vegeta being killed before in the Saiyan Saga in my old Dragon Ball What Ifs. You can go watch those for, like, context. What if the governor was in season 1 Atlanta camp? See, I can't do that because then Woodbury would be like a ghost town. And the governor was one of the key factors of, like, season 3 and 4. So taking him out, that's one of the characters you can't swap out of a role. North Korea leader? Yeah, then no. What if Rick went to Mexico? When and how would that happen? Because Mexico has actually been featured in Fear, but I need to know how that would happen. I have what if Rick went to Fear with Morgan in season 4, so that kind of explores that. So technically that idea is already going to happen. What if the Vatos gang joined Rick's group? I think I have that one saved already. Yeah, I probably do. Yeah, I have what if Rick went to Fear with Morgan, so technically that already explores that. What if the Walking Dead story took place in France? I think that France and other places, Atlanta and everything like that, I can't imagine another place to, like, center the Walking Dead and then move onward from there. That would be extremely, you'd be switching around places. That's far too convoluted and hard to do. What if Michonne was the one to kill Negan? Well, then it would have ended like what if Rick killed Negan? Negan would have become a martyr, and the Saviors would have rebelled, and whatever wouldn't be destroyed by the Saviors and everything after that fight, the Whisperers would tear through them. Negan had to live, like, basically. I know I've killed him off in plenty of stories, but that's because it's the context of the stories. Look back on my stories that I've had Negan die. You'll understand why I kill him and why it works in those stories. But if you immediately kill him and make it a what if then it goes downhill. There's no way to come back from that. By the way, my What If Dale Survived remake, which will be featured after What If Eastman Survived, it's going to have a dark ending. What if Broly landed on Earth and Goku landed on Flump? I don't know if I have that one saved or not. I'm pretty sure it's because if Broly were to have gone to Earth and transformed into a great ape, he most likely would have destroyed the planet. He didn't destroy Vampa, but that's only because Paragus and, well, just Paragus, since he killed Beats. It was only because Paragus cut off his tail. But yeah, I just feel that it was just right that Goku went to Earth. What if Shane went to Fear? You'd have to explain a group that he would most likely fit in. Because I have Shane going to other groups, but you'd have to explain a group where he would fit in, especially around that time of the story. What if Andrew got scratched? All right, I've had What if Tomas got scratched, so Andrew, all right. So that's 6 ideas. Doing good. What if Shane joined Troy? All right. You mean like the farm? Hold on. Yeah, I took some inspiration from Lytro, but I try not to copy his ideas too much. Herschel was already... No, the Herschel one wouldn't work because he was already bit and he got his leg cut off. And then the prisoners, that whole interaction had its thing. So you'd just be having the same instance, except Herschel would actually die. And I think I've made that story before, or I have it saved. So what if Shane joined Troy? All right, that's one of the groups he would join in Fear. You have others, I'd be more than welcome to hear them. What if the people on Rick's group were smart and made an ambush on Negan? Happened using a person as bait for Negan to kill, and then Carl comes in and kills Negan. If you kill Negan off in a way that wouldn't... You'd have to make a what-if scenario like in the middle or the beginning of The Walking Dead, and then kill Negan with a bunch of people surviving to kill Negan properly, if that's what you would do. Otherwise, it would end like, what if Rick killed Negan, and Negan would have become a martyr, and it would have all gone downhill. Rick said it himself in the original show. It just would not have ended well. But that's 7 ideas so far. You guys have other groups that Shane could join? I see Shane like being one of the only people from the original The Walking Dead to join one of the groups in Fear, aside from Sophia, Merle, Daryl and Merle, the governor, and stuff like that. Shane seems like one of the only logical ones to put in a group in Fear because... yeah. The Vultures was a small group, so I'm not really going to make Shane join them. But there are other groups that I feel Shane would fit in. Shane appeared in World Beyond. I don't really pay attention to World Beyond, aside from the fact that Jadis is in it. Unless that's... Is that what she's in? Or is that Tales of the Walk? No, that's not Tales. That's World Beyond. So that's 7 ideas so far. Whew. I forgot that this is going on for more than 2 hours because what's it? The gaming. and everything. It's so weird doing 2 streams at once, but I like it that we're still able to do the Q&A and that we're still coming up with decent ideas. I like it. What if Shane joined Padre? That would be so cool though, because Shane was so about like going against finding Sophia, but keeping Carl alive. So Padre would actually be a significant group for Shane to join. You know what? I'll actually have like the governor and Merle joining those kinds of groups. But as for like Sophia and stuff like that, it'd be way too far for her to run. Negan and other groups like that was even a stretch. Okay, the Shane Batman and the Shane Negan in disguise, those are a little bit silly. But if you guys have other groups for Shane, the Governor, and Merle, those specific 3 to join, especially from Fear, since I've had them join all the other groups, I'd like to hear those. Meanwhile, I'm going to save some here. Joined Troy. Now, the governor joining Troy is going to be different because it's actually going to make him join Troy's group after he survives the dam, because that's when that would take place. Is most likely whenever Troy would just be getting out of the dam. Merle, on the other hand, could join Troy whenever he's still at the farm. You guys might be asking, how do you know about the timelines and everything like that? I am one perceptive person, and people say, oh, Rick was still sleeping whenever Troy had done all this and that. Nah, Rick was not asleep that long. People really far-fetch how long he was actually asleep for. But if you really pay attention to context clues and critical thinking, you'll understand more and more the timeline and the context of both Fear and the original Walking Dead. What if the governor joined Padre? That would be even more influential for the governor. Merle, not so much. I don't think Merle would really fit in at Padre, so that one's skipped. But if you guys have other groups from Fear the Walking Dead that like Shane, the governor, and Merle can join besides Padre or what's it called? Troy's group at the farm or his group in season 8, then I'd like to hear it. Let me see here. And join the Claimers. I have Merle and Daryl join the Claimers already. One of them, one of the groups being the Claimers at least. If you could have one Walking Dead character survive out of all the characters who died, who would it be? That's a toughie. I have 11 what if saves so far, so that's good. But saving a character who died, that's tough. I could go with Nick because, you know, I'm Nick, but that would just be a funny joke. Nick was an alright character in Fear, so I'd go with him, kind of. But as a whole, that's hard. I'll have to go with either... That's hard. I'll have to go with either Troy, Nick, Carl, or the governor. Those would be the 4 for me. What if Shane was Vegeta? That's kind of silly. What if Merle and Daryl were prisoners? I already have that one saved. What if the Punisher was in the Amazing Spider-Man 2? I know a good deal about the Punisher, but you'd have to come up with some context. What if the Lizard from Amazing Spider-Man was in The Walking Dead? You know what? I think I could do that, even though I'm pretty sure the Lizard is bulletproof. But I think I could work something out. But for the Punisher one, you're going to have to explain. If Carol and Daryl left the group at that time, the Whisperers would have most likely won, because no one would have thought then to get Negan out of the cell and go kill Alpha. So Alpha most likely would have killed everyone there, because it was all thanks to Carol pushing Negan out of the cell that allowed the whole defeat of the Whisperers in the first place. Without Carol, no one would have thought to get him out of that cell and go kill Alpha. What if Shane was a villain in Fear the Walking Dead? Like I said, if you have another group, other groups in Fear the Walking Dead for Shane, the Governor, and Merle to join, besides Troy's group, both the Farm and Season 8 or Padre, other groups in Fear the Walking Dead for those 3 specific characters to join, I'll think of more of those. But for that Punisher one, like I said, I need a little bit of context for him to be in the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man 2. Yeah, Daryl's OP because he has a freaking spinoff. He's a made-up character because he wasn't even in the comic books. So essentially, they could have killed him off whenever. They still can. The Punisher is at the start of Amazing Spider-Man 2 and is in the truck. The Rhino guy is in. Well, since we didn't really see much of the Rhino, we just saw like the ending scene with Andrew Garfield fighting him. That's not really much of a... That's not really much I can do there with that. I'm going to be honest, Daryl didn't need to exist. He didn't need to, but they've done very, very, very good with him. For a made-up character, they've done significant with Daryl. The guy in the start of Amazing Spider-Man 2 is Rhino later on. Yes, but he isn't featured really until the end of the movie. So not much I can do there, especially putting Punisher in that little scenario like that. If you could think of one that I could put him in with either the actual Marvel universe or the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man universe, maybe I could fit Punisher in somewhere in there. But with Amazing Spider-Man, the Andrew Garfield, not too much I can do there. So that's 12 ideas so far. A few of them I added, obviously. Yeah, maybe it's Punisher meeting Spider-Man in a robbery. Maybe, speaking of robbery, maybe like Punisher would help out Doc Ock. Because now you got me thinking that that'll actually be a pretty significant idea. So that's 13. Nice. And we've got about 20 minutes, 25 minutes left in the stream. What if Rick's group joined Woodbury and the prison was Savior's Sanctuary? You're flipping around groups and like titles again. That's really, really hard to do. I have What If Rick met Woodbury early, but flipping the prison and the Saviors, that is really hard because then you'd be leaving a huge open space in the sanctuary. What would you rate Destinies out of 10? I'd rate it a 6 out of 10 for now, just based off of the aim, the characters that they're missing, the scenes. and just the fact of the detail. Wolverine in Avengers Endgame. I think I have what if Wolverine was already in the Marvel Universe? So, and what if he was in Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man? So, yeah. But we're doing good. Some of these ideas are actually pretty decent. I haven't seen too many of the Batman films, honestly, because it doesn't feel like it fits into its universe. The DC universe is pretty much out of whack. The Marvel universe is much more on point. The Riddler. I don't know too much about the Riddler outside of the fact he's like a DC villain or something. And what are some more other groups in Fear the Walking Dead? I know that there's what's it called? There's Virginia's group, and that's like it, I think. So Virginia's group would be like the only group that would be like for Shane, the governor, and Merle to join. So what are we talking about? Just what ifs, basically. What if Shane joined Virginia, and then I'll just make the others join, because that's like the only group. Oh yeah, Teddy's group too, I guess. I forgot about that. But that's like the only other two groups in Fear that would, I feel, be good to join. I could do that, but if Shane, the governor, or Merle were to have gone off and joined the world of Fear, it would most likely take place whenever the actual group is at Alexandria or something like that. So it doesn't really make sense for that to happen. What was that our group? Oh, Teddy. Really pulled on your imagination there, didn't you, Fear writers? Calling a guy Teddy. What if the governor joined Virginia? If the governor joined Teddy? You're going to have to give me a sec to maybe catch up on comments, because I'm writing right now. What if Merle joined Virginia? Okay. All right, I guess I'll do the Riddler. Why not? I'll look into him and make that a what if. What if the Riddler was in The Walking Dead? So then it would just be like Morgan with all his death traps, except probably much more sadistic, I feel. And I think I have Jigsaw in The Walking Dead too, so we're having a bunch of guys with death traps in The Walking Dead. That's pretty decent. What if Dakota and Charlie? I have Dakota and Virginia in the season 1 group, but Charlie, you'd have to put in the group that she was with in season 4, and I feel that would not have gone down so well for our group in the Atlanta camp. That would have just ended badly. So Charlie's out of that equation, but Dakota and Virginia are part of that group, so that will be in the future. But we got 20 ideas for the stream so far. We're doing good. Since you had this in the governor joining Negan story, what if the Croat was the governor's right-hand man? Well, I feel that I feel that the Croat would have still had his family around that point. But that's really hard to think about because I feel the Croat would have still had his family. The only reason he joined Negan is because Negan saved him after his family was lost. I feel that he still had his family, so I can't say I think of that story happening. What if vampires were in The Walking Dead? If vampires were in The Walking Dead, everyone most likely would have died. The walkers were enough alone of a threat, and they still are with the variants. But vampires, I don't see the group coming out of that. Vampires have much more hacks and much more abilities than walkers, obviously. What if the whole group that went to look for Sophia dies and Dale and T-Dog were left alone? Well, technically the whole group did go to look for Sophia, but there were barely any walkers from where they all were. So for them to die, that would be far-fetched because you can't just spawn walkers out of nowhere that were never there and just kill the whole group off. I mean, you could do that, but I just don't see it happening. And Dale and T-Dog, they would only live for so long. So honestly, in all, the what if in of itself would be pointless. What if Rick was in the prison? How would he get there? And what would be the reason? Because he was a cop. So how would he... I can't think of any reason why he would be there. Let me think on that for a second. I've got it. So those guys that Rick and Shane were shooting at in the very beginning, one of them lives and does not get blown down to Kingdom Come. Rick decides that he's going to arrest him in just a prison and just lock him up there for eternity and just watch him to make sure that he suffers in that prison. And then whenever the whole apocalypse happens, then Rick is just stranded at the prison with all these other prisoners. So we would have Tomas, Andrew, and all those others, plus one of the guys that tried to kill Rick in cold blood, which wouldn't result in Rick getting into a coma. Shane would lead the group, and Morgan would never, meet Rick. So, yeah, I could do that. What if Glenn got with Andrea? Neat. I'll do that. And then Jesse would be all alone with Pete. I feel that one just kind of doesn't work. What if Krampus was in The Walking Dead? Yeah, once again, we did Christmas ones with my second stream with my brother. Not these again. We can't do that. We can't do that. What if Rick and Morgan swap places? Basically, what if Rick and Morgan swap places? What if Rick met Eastman? So what if Morgan was with Lori and Carl? Dang. Then Rick would be able to most likely kill Jenny. All right. What if the Grinch was at the prison? You know what? I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'll do it. And there's a reason for that. The reason I'm going to do that is because if you watch Jim Carrey's The Grinch That Stole Christmas, he is an expert at building traps. So I'm going to do it. But that is the only Christmas one I'm doing. That's it. What if Krampus was Walker? No. What if Daryl was Sophia's dad? What if Daryl and Carol were together in season 1? All right. Nah. What if Shane killed all the group? Yeah, no, and no. Okay. We've got 25 ideas.
Can you what? Shayla's face says it all.
Well, technically that goes with the one, what if Rick got bit and got walker powers? So technically that one's already going to be done. Except Rick's going to have walker powers and it's not going to be like Morgan. Morgan's not immune. That only happened in Fear because he was shot and it was making him smell like the dead. Who's Black Cat? And is that another Santa one? Or a Christmas one? Because like I said, the Jim Carrey Grinch one's the only Christmas one I'm doing. Alaska, that's another place that has not been featured in The Walking Dead. And even if it was, nothing would happen there. It's all frozen. What if Sophia... Which one's changed? Killing. Then they would have probably gone to Fort Benning. And like I said, Fort Benning would have been a dead run because they would have either died going there or they would have died trying to clear it. Then Black Cat would be too overpowered, really, for the Walking Dead. What if Gareth was in Atlanta camp? Well, then Martin would most likely be the leader at Terminus. Gareth would be probably not a cannibal. All right, we got 10 minutes left in the stream. We've already been going for more than 2 hours. That's 26 ideas. Some of these are actually pretty good, not gonna lie. Well, they always are good, but it's always a mixed mash, like between like what kinds of ideas they are, and I like that. While some of them might be from the same genre half the time, you guys really find ways to like expand the genre and like stuff like that. Zombie with ice powers be going crazy. Yeah, nah. They would just freeze. If there were zombies in Alaska or any frozen place, they would most likely just get frozen. So that's why Alaska probably wasn't featured. Yeah, I don't feel like that would work for The Walking Dead. Well, Kevin being in Home Alone is already going to most likely, I'm probably going to like feature him in Rick's group or encounter people like them. Maybe even when Shane and Andrea go looking for Sophia, and then Rick and what's the name? Carol. Whenever Rick banishes Carol and they go to like pretty much the same neighborhood, I'm pretty sure. So when Shane and Andrea go to look for Sophia, and then Rick banishes Carol, Kevin will be in one of the houses and building traps, and yeah, I'm gonna have that centered. It's just not gonna be for quite a while because I got millions of other topics I gotta do. Now you guys might be asking, hey Nick, if you're so far ahead of schedule, you got all these topics, and you're not going to do them for like the majority of a long time, and you keep going with more, why are you doing Q&As and just making trouble and harder for yourself? Because I want to be as ahead of schedule on this channel as possible, whether that is months, years, like freaking decade. I want this channel to be stocked for the basic, like definitive rest of my lifetime that I'm on YouTube. That's why. What if sent Undertale? I've heard of that character, but I don't feel that it would fit for The Walking Dead. There are just certain characters you can't put in a certain genre. What if the governor joined Padre? Yeah, I already have that saved. That actually, Shane joining Padre, that made me want to have them join those kinds of groups. What if Glenn was actually Chinese? Would it matter? Black Cat isn't that strong. You know what? Yeah, I was about to change my mind, but that is a good point. There are just some characters that are too strong for The Walking Dead and other genres, and she's one of them. Even putting John Wick would be a stretch. It is a stretch, and I'm doing it. What if Rick and Negan were brothers? Well, I already have Negan being Rick's dad, so I guess what's the harm? Mark Wahlberg. If that's from Breaking Bad or something like that, I've never seen that stuff. What if Mary T... Huh? What if Joe was in The Walking Dead? What Joe are we talking about? Sorry. What if Ren XR was in The Walking Dead? Yeah, I can't really do that. What if Shiva was Rick's pet? What was I gonna say? I could have Rick finding Shiva instead of the horse. So whenever they go into the city, Shiva's there. So I could maybe even make Shiva live. Replaced. What if Shiva replaced horse? That's what we're going to call it. Yeah, that Adolf Hitler, that's not really, no. I'm going to do real life scenarios, maybe even one or two revolving Adolf Hitler, but as a whole, not for other stuff, no. What if the governor had a relationship with Michonne? Yeah, after Michonne killed her boyfriend and a friend and had that whole thing happen, and then she got with Rick, I feel that that's better than having a relationship with the governor, especially if you read the comics. No, thank you. What if the governor redeemed himself? Well, technically, I've had the governor become good before. In my What If Laurie Survived, he's a good guy. And I think that's it. Correct me if I'm wrong. That might be the only story that I've had the governor redeem himself. But hey, I already kind of did it. So, yeah. So I just called that Shiva one, What If Shiva Replaced the Horse? Because, yeah, that's the best name I could come up with for it. Glad they went a different way with the governor than the comics. The governor, see, in the comics, his name was Brian Blake and not Philip Blake. So technically, they're two different people altogether. Well, it's two different universes, but yeah. What if Rick committed suicide? Then the group would be pretty much dead. After Carl's death with Negan and everybody still around, the group would most likely lost. And without Rick, the group would be far more broken. Carl would have just died, and then Rick would have just died. Then nothing good comes out of that. We're about out of time, sweet Kazark. So yeah, that's 28 ideas for the stream, and we're at 2.25 hours because of the gaming. But thank you guys so much for sticking with me this far. I didn't think that all of you would really be here this far into the stream. But thank you guys so much for joining and being a part of the stream and the gaming and everything like that. There will be another gaming stream tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And then going on with streams into the rest of the week going forward until I complete everything that The Walking Dead Destinies has to offer, and more videos, obviously, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Not sticking away from any of that schedule. Next Q&A next Saturday, and with all that out of the way, we'll see you guys tomorrow for another stream. Thanks for joining me.